Oh, this does look cute in the back mirror, doesn't it? Oh, crap. Are you serious? My battery's empty. Hello everyone, welcome back to Nixie Bobs, where we're going to have a little bit of a haul day. I've never talked about this brand before. It's another one that QVC has a lot to answer for getting me into. But there was a Lola Rose main store sale month. Lasted from about the end of June until just a couple of weeks ago here in August. And I kind of OD'd on quite a lot of stuff over a period of about 2 months. I did not buy it all at once. I do not have the money to buy it all at once. Now, for those who've never really worn much Lola Rose before, it is basically semi-precious stones. Some are man-made, some are naturally derived, some have beautiful natural markings, as you're going to see. I do feel like sometimes there's a belief that Lola Rose is aimed at the older generation, but for me as a younger generation, well, approaching middle-aged generation, all right, I'm 30 next year, but I feel like that's going to be so old. I know that's in my head. There's something about a person leaving their 20s and going into their 30s that goes, ah, in your head. That's how it feels. But I discovered this brand obviously through QVC, and I've completely fallen in love with it. With some of my clothes, where they're as crazy as they are. I mean, opening my wardrobe here, where you've got dresses that are patterned like this and dresses that are patterned like this one here that you can only just see the corner of. There you go. Finding something, a jewellery piece that matches those is really, really hard, unless all you're going to wear is, you know, a string of fake pearls or real pearls. And I love pearls. Pearls are retro, pearls are vintage, but I do get bored of wearing the same necklace over and over again in the same thing over and over again. I love differentiation. I love change. I love difference and standing out a little bit. Bear in mind, when I went to a jeweller to get, I think, this chain redone, I was wearing a Lola Rose piece, and they went, Lola makes amazing pieces. So that's an amazing thing to hear, that you've gone to a reputable jeweler and they've gone, oh, what wonderful pieces they make. All the stones can be different, all the pieces are completely unique, and that's what I love about it. You can get these really large chunky pieces. None of those are particularly me. You'll find, as you'll see when I go through some of the stuff I bought, that I have a complete and utter type. I have a style. That's the word I was looking for, a style. So the very, very first piece that I committed to, because initially when I looked through the sale, there was nothing that really stood out that made me want it, apart from this little number here. Now this is pink. This is, I think, chocolate pink agate, and I've been obsessed with this stone for a long time, since I saw the Brianna in the January sale that I did not manage to get, that I am still avidly searching for my chocolate pink Brianna. I'm obsessed with that bracelet. There is one somewhere and it's too expensive for me right now, but this was the first, and it was one of the most expensive pieces. This was about 45 quid. A lot of money for me to commit to, but it was the stone, and I can sit here and gaze at this for ages. I have a favourite stone in this, which is this little one right here. If you can see this one, look how amazing that is. And I mean, I'm going to wear this when I go out today. It's got little gold runners through it. Not really a great fan of having too many coloured runners through my stuff, but I don't mind it with this one. So I tend to go for, as you'll see, largely shorter necked pieces. I don't have anything long. I don't tend to suit anything long. It just doesn't look right on me. But here was my first one. I think this was Eleni, I think. It's a constant piece on Lola Rose and sold through other places. There are so many outlets that sell Lola Rose. If you shop in House of Fraser, they sell Lola Rose, and I would say absolutely go and hit those stores as soon as you can, obviously because of what's going on with House of Fraser. Completely sympathise with everything going on, but if there's a great sale hack, I'm going to go for it. There's so many pouches on this bed that I've got to go through. The next piece I got was actually, we had a little bit of a debacle with this one. So the thing I love about this agate is the fact that there are so many stripes and markings across, there are so many markings across every stone on this bracelet, and you have to keep twisting them to find them sometimes. I mean, even in the ones that secure the end, you have markings, and that is what draws me to Lola Rose so much, is this just, amazingness of it. I love differentiation in stone. I love marking. I do not like my pieces to be plain in any way, shape or form. Now Bethany, I had a lot of trouble finding one because the very first one I got had a big dig out of the stone and it was still very much a raw stone underneath. There's a part of me that wants to look back and keep that because I felt like it was, looking back now, I feel like it was really, really super unique. But the fact was it could have cracked, it could have splintered, it could have broken. It wasn't something I had to keep. But then the next one I got was plain as hell and did not appeal to me in any way, shape or form. So then we finally found this one, and after a little bit of a wait I did manage to get my hands on this one. Thank you for the Lola team for your patience there. I know I was being a bit of an awkward customer. This one, if you've never seen how to do Lola, if you hold it there with your forefinger, sealed on, not going to come off. I'm going to include on this the Jolie necklace, which actually came from QVC. Now some months ago they did a voucher, a £10 voucher. Oh yeah, when you sign back up, after the data protection and the email change, if you sign back up to emails from QVC, they gave you a £10 voucher. Now the initial necklace I got was a white one, and it was going to be like my string of pearls. When I got it, it did nothing for me whatsoever. I think because I'm just like a vampire. It was too pale for my skin tone. We found stuff like clear rock crystal in Lola rose stones, for example, doesn't suit me. Anything remotely pastel or pale or white, stark white, just does nothing for me. It just doesn't do anything for my skin tone whatsoever. The other one that basically I returned the Attili and said, can I have something else? And they said, yeah, but you're going to have to make the difference up. So I picked this lovely black agate Jolie, which is the actual sister of Bethany. The minute I saw it, I was completely over the moon with it. It is so perfect in stones. I mean, I'm going to come around and show you this one immediately. Look, it's so amazing. This one has markings. These two down here are a bit plain, but look at this one when you come to this one. Look how amazingly unique that is. Going down a bit further, here we are. I'm trying to show you, but it's very, very, very hard to do this. The thing with this is that this will go with absolutely anything. I wore this to the Miles Kennedy gig 4 weeks ago. This piece, I just had to show you this one just because it was kind of a sale piece and it is still in the QVC sale. But this just blows my mind, and it goes with everything. It's kind of hard to show you what it looks like against my black t-shirt, but it's just a simple piece that could be dressed up, dressed down, just done everything with. I've worn it so many times since I bought it, it's crazy. So I'm also going to include this House of Fraser piece that I got, well, I guess it was a couple of months ago now, but it was £30 in the sale. And the irony of this is, remember I mentioned a little while ago that rock crystal does not suit me? Clear rock crystal does not suit me. This you've actually seen on a few videos is Scarlet rock crystal. And this has tones, and it's almost like, I call it plasma blood running through it, quite honestly, because when you look at each stone, it's literally like someone's injected blood into water and set it, which sounds really, really gothic and really deep, but that's how it makes me feel. And again, you'll see the short necklace fandom here when I seal this, but this is just simplicity that stands out so much from the black that I am wearing right now. I love this. You've actually seen me wear this, whack my teeth with it there. I've worn this a few times now on this channel as a headband, which I think Lola should consider doing this, because I think this could be a really good bridal accessory if you wanted like a pop of colour. I'm still trying to sort things out. So I basically missed out on one piece that I was completely in love with. I put it in my basket and then I didn't buy it, and it was snapped up by someone else. Damn you people! But I ended up getting a secondary one. Now this is Alice. And this is, I think, more of a man-made stone in blue sandstone. And if you look at it in the reflection of my light, it is covered in glitter. Everywhere from the up to the downs, it is glittermonger stones, and this really stands out in dark light. Even in sunlight, if you're wearing this in bright sunlight, literally the glitter from that heart just goes ping. It's absolutely amazing. This one doesn't have the knot, it has a little button, which I like. And again, this is going to be kind of hard to show you against the top I am wearing. So you only have one length here. Let me pull this down so you can see it against my vampire skin. But it just looks so cute. What bummed me out with this one though is a really silly thing. I bought it and 2 weeks later they put it down further. I paid like 41 for that and then it went down to 25. I was like, oh! So obviously the very last week of sale was where we all went that little bit crazy on that Friday. The last few bits we got were, we had this Nala red agate. And it's one of these pieces where I get it and I could not have picked a better one myself. Look at the bottom stone. I am going to show you this bottom stone and how much colour is in it. Every stone on this is so different. Like, again, I will try and show you this to the best of my ability. Each stone in just its magnificence. This one, look at the colouring. Just that middle one, the minute I opened that and saw that middle one, I could have screamed. I was so happy. And I actually wore this last week with one of my vintage dresses, and it just looks so amazing. It really stands out, and the thing is, it doesn't detract from any pattern that I have. Oh my god, where is that other necklace? I've just realised there's one that we've forgotten. Here is Nala against my shirt. Really sits beautifully. Again, I'm going to pull that down. And that went down to about 20, I think, 20 or 28, I can't remember which, but either way I looked at that, I went, yes! Thinking, will I like that? Yeah, that's going nowhere. We also got this one, which I've been stalking for a little while, which is Chiffon, which is a lot like the Surrey bracelet, I think. It's got all different kinds of stone shapes in it, and it's a little bit chunkier than I would normally buy. Some of the stones are a little bit clearer than I would personally normally wear, but I really love the way this sits, and I really love the way this is. It's also not too heavy. I just realised I've forgotten something super important as a necklace, and I don't know where the hell it is. It's on my table. This was one that I searched for, and if you know your semi-precious stones, you'll know this one anyway. This is Quentin, and when this first came in the sale, it was 46, and it sold out before I could buy it. This is light Cape amethyst. So if you know your amethyst, you'll know that this is a semi-precious stone. It's flat but bigger than I normally go for. Still a shorter length necklace. And again, every stone, this one I'm standing out with right here on the right hand side. I would love a bracelet to match this. It's the one thing I don't have, and I'm not a matchy girl. Like, I've got other pieces that will go with this. And because it's amethyst, it feels really, because you know it's amethyst, like some of the stones we haven't really heard of very much if you don't know your semi-precious. And I'm not exactly the most big brain of it. I just pick something and go, yes, I like that, let's have it. I've worn this, again, a fair few times. I actually wore this the night before my best friend's wedding with the flower dress you saw at the beginning of the video, and at the beginning of the video, let me get my words out there, and it looks absolutely incredible. But I did have to spend 46 on this, but it was the only one and I wanted it so much, so ha! So we're actually almost coming to the end right now, which is quite sad. So a couple of the last two bits I got from the actual Lola Rose sale, because there's one piece I'm going to show you guys that was not bought in Lola's sale, were two Nikki bracelets. These were the two that were available. It's just multi-stones. Please don't ask me what they are, because I am no way a boffin brain for this. And I call these Wreck-It bracelets because these are the ones that I wear for work. And in my job, they're going to get smashed around. They're going to get a little damaged. So I want something that's got a bit of durability that I like, but that I don't like, for example, as much as I like either pieces of this that are stuck to me right now. Both of these are lovely. The only thing I would say with the metal slider that you have here, I do find them a little bit looser than the knots. If you want to see what I mean by Wreck-It bracelet, here is my other Nikki, which has been worn for work many a times, and you'll see stuff like this one here. It's lost its shine. The rock crystal has absolute wear to it, but I have to be fair to it, particularly on the end stones here. I mean, I've got no chips, no digs. The cord is a little dirty, but it's not broken, and it's withstood a lot of bashing and crashing around. I just love having one bracelet at least on my wrist, along with Connor's Cure. It just, you know, just because you're in a working environment, it doesn't mean you can't look nice. That's always been my thing. You're looking at me for explanation. I'm like, I don't know, I just like the colours. So there are those two. Not too big and not too much, so that work could never turn around and say, what are you wearing that for? It's too much colour. Especially when you look like a smurf every day of your life. So the very last thing that I'm going to include in the sale haul was something I picked up on TK Maxx last week. Now, TK Maxx is one to watch all the time. Not only do they sell great brands, if you like that kind of thing, that stuff like Kipling, for example, they also have brilliant makeup brands. So what I've seen recently is that a lot of older packs from QVC, like beauty packs, like some of the Bare Minerals stuff, seems to be making its way to TK Maxx. Definitely one to watch out for. When I was in my local last year, I actually came across a Bare Minerals Mineral Veil Duo, and I did not buy it. And you know that, you know, not buy it, you have buyer's remorse, but then there's you didn't buy it remorse. That was what I felt about that, because I do love my Mineral Veil. Tarte also seems to be making its way into TK Maxx, which is amazing because I love Tarte stuff. But I found this little guy to match my chevron, which you just saw the bracelet. It's not quite the exact same stone. This is, I think, tie-dye agate, opposed to the other one was calypso agate. But a lot of the toning is very similar. This stone right here, I'm holding my fingers, just if I can turn that, just has the most amazing stripiness feature about it. Same one here with my little finger, just has exquisite colouring. And the thing with this is that none of them are ever going to be the same. This one's just like a damn rainbow. Look at it. Look at the rainbow. Huh. It just about goes with this. It's not a perfect match, but it's a match enough to sort of go, if that makes sense. And this was £25 on TK Maxx. And considering the fact that my month has been absolutely crap for money because of wedding and other things and Lola Rose sale, let's blame it all on the Lola Rose sale, guys, I managed to afford that. So that was my sale. And I bet you're thinking, where the hell does she store them? Because some of you have amazing stands that I don't have. But this is just a portion of my sale haul. I hope you liked it. I do love filming a haul video with you guys. It's always fun to show you what I get, and also to obviously always say to you that I earn no money from doing this as of right now, because YouTube took those privilege rights away. What I get is what I pay for, and what I pay for I budget for and save for as much as I can. It's not like I have all the money to just go out willy-nilly and buy what the hell I want. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the Lola Roseness. Do go out and look at the pieces, because they are really, really amazing. I know I've seen people like Kate Middleton wearing them, but I think she wears the more expensive diamond pieces that I could never afford in a million years. Let me know what you think. Did you buy Lola Rose? Have you ever heard of Lola Rose? Go out and have a look. It's a great British brand. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see everyone again for more content of anything I do, because it's all random, it's all fun, and I love it all. Bye!